Sit back and strap in. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Hi everyone, let me give you a moment to talk about what this channel is going to be about. It's going to be three main things. Good goal or bad defending, coaching, and ragging on people that don't know what they're talking about in the football community, whether it be YouTubers or pundits. Now, give me a minute while I break this down and try to elaborate on each sort of area so you can better understand it. Good goal or bad defending series is going to be highlight videos that I can get away with trying to figure out how to use the copyright and get around that, and do tactical breakdowns and actual is it a good goal or is it just terrible defending? And you'll find out very quickly in the Premier League, 9 times out of 10, it's absolutely terrible defending. So I'm going to do commenting on that and try to do with the software I've got.
Listen, I'm a boomer. I don't have to take shit from anybody.
Trying to do some actual analysis of the players' body movement, shape, where the positioning should be, why they got caught off guard.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And stuff like that. As it goes in for the coaching videos, I'm actually going to do proper coaching videos, not the nonsense that you normally get on UEFA licenses and all that nonsense, and actually break down what it needs to be a good coach, why certain things happen certain ways in the coaching community and that sort of stuff. But really harp on ways that you can be a better coach, and also give you some more technical breakdowns of other sort of stuff that happens in the Premier League and the Champions League, and help people identify and understand that a little bit better. That's sort of for the third aspect of it. I'm really going to, I'm going to harp on this a bit. You're going to find a lot of people in the YouTube community and on TV and stuff talk utter nonsense when it comes down to football.
I'ma be like blah 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 blah.
And you hear it so many times. Play the way you're facing. Get your knee over the ball. You do know if you say those things as a football coach, you're genuinely a complete moron. Genuinely a moron. The simplest thing that people could ever say is play the way you're facing. Well, that's not true. If you're a coach and you say that, you've already made the fatal mistake. The reason they've made the mistake and they're playing the ball not the way they're facing is because they're not facing the way that they want to play the ball. So the first thing you've got to be coaching and telling them to get in their mind is face the way you want to play the ball. Then you don't make those silly, stupid mistakes of playing the ball the wrong way because you're not facing the right way. It goes on so many idiotic things. One of my biggest bugbears in the Premier League, and you see it in the Champions League as well, is the infamous player that's been poorly coached. That happens all the time now. You'll see their arm go out. Go with the runner. Or they'll go with the runner, or go to the ball, and they'll point where they want the other player behind them to go. Clearly poorly coached, clearly doesn't understand what they're doing, and I'm going to break that down every time I see it and show it more and more, and the outcomes. And one of the other dumbest things is get your knee over the ball. Anyone who says that doesn't know the basics of kicking a football. The reason they say that is because they genuinely don't know the basics, as I'll say again, of kicking a football. When you're kicking a ball, the first thing you must do is get your standing foot next to the ball in any way, shape or form. If you have that, your knee is always over the ball with a striking foot. It's just like a golf swing. If your stance is right, the swing is right. It's the same thing. And then what you need to sort of figure out and understand is they're stretching for the ball. That's why their knee's not over the ball. The reason they're stretching for the ball is because the foot isn't alongside it in the first place. And the amount of ex-professionals that talk, it's embarrassing. Remember, you wouldn't have an ex-professional do anything for you. You wouldn't have him paint your fence, most likely, because they're not exactly the smartest person. So when they're breaking down the technical aspects of a game, they really don't know what they're talking about. They know from their perspective, which is, okay, this is how they see it, but it genuinely isn't correct. So when they're trying to articulate that message to somebody else so they can be a better proficiency in the game, whether it be coaching or playing, don't trust them because they don't really know what they're talking about. Their breakdown and their analysis isn't really that good. And anything that they do say and you just generally agree with, you could probably spot if you sat down and did an analysis yourself. What you actually want to know is the idiosyncrasies, I can't say that word, idiosyncrasies of why things are going wrong. Why is that player in the wrong place? Why is their body shape wrong? How can that not happen again? Because they're constantly making those mistakes and those mistakes aren't being corrected. There's a couple of fundamental flaws in the way that the message is coming across from the coach. How do you change that? How do you make it better? As you can tell, I've gone on a bit of a rant, but they're sort of the major things that I'm going to try and cover as we go on through this journey on my channel over the next year or so.